My E by me. I don't even know why I have this by Renita Pino. Obviously it's by me, but alright. How do you like my shades? They're really big, but I got them today. My first E, my entrance. A friend of mine told me that a friend of hers told her that there is a God the Mother in the Bible. And we were all in the Navy at this time, and I was kind of iffy about it, but I eventually went to the church to study. And my first Bible study was rather interesting. It was interesting because I had never heard of God the Mother. I had never really studied the Bible the way that they study. You know, you sit down with one other person, they give you a topic, and they go through all these verses in the Bible and let you know what's good. I never studied the Bible that way, so I was kind of shocked to hear all these things, and I accepted a lot of what they said, but I didn't agree. Well, if you didn't agree, then why did you end up getting baptized? Okay, they had this Bible study about Daniel's prophecy, and at first I didn't really believe in the Bible all the way, but once they gave me this Bible study, I was like, wow, the Bible must be true, and since they're telling me these things about God the Mother out of the Bible, then it must be true, and I want to keep Passover, so let's get baptized. So me and my friend, we ended up getting baptized on the same day. Actually, we were baptized on the day of the Passover in 2010. My second E, my experience. Now, at first, all I wanted to do was to study the Bible with them because I like to know everything, and I just had all these questions, and they didn't like that. They don't like when you ask a lot of questions, and if you ask a question that is contradicting to something that they explained earlier, then they like to say, we'll study about that later. Very famous for, we'll get to that later. But other than that, everything was pretty chill at first. I was going through some hard times and physically, and I was beginning to doubt that Father and Mother loved me. I was wondering why, even though I keeping all these feasts, these prayer times, services, paying my tithes, giving regular offerings, Zion offering, and donations, and going preaching, like I'm doing all these things, and yet I'm having such a hard physical life. And my missionary just always said, you know, this is the way the devil persecutes us, by trying to pull us away from Father and Mother. So the more hardship, physical hardship I went through, I was told that that was the way, the devil's way of persecuting me at that time, and that I needed to stay closer to Father and Mother. So the more physical hardship I went through, the more time I spent in Zion. Which leads me to my third E, my exit. Now if it was so great, then, you know, oh wait, I gotta get my, well, if it was so great, then why'd you leave? I don't know what it is about shades, but when I put my shades on, I feel like I gotta be all ghetto. But I left because in 2011, the pastor had always said, we are not the church that believes the world will end in 2012. But then when 2012 came, when I changed Zion's, all that we were preaching was that this is the last year we're going to have to keep Passover, which means there will be no next year, which means that the world is going to end in 2012. And then I heard about the book that An Sung Hong wrote, and this whole no black people, the black people were the cursed race. And when I spoke to the deaconess at the second Zion that I was attending, she said we were going to have a Bible study about it all. And then when I arrived to Zion that day to have the Bible study, she said, we're not going to have the Bible study. I don't think this will strengthen your faith in Father and Mother. So that was the last day that I ever set foot in a Zion, a World Mission Society Church of God building. You know those people you come across that say, no, Jesus is the only way, and then they keep walking. They don't even give you the opportunity to speak about father and mother. Well, you're kind of doing the same to us. You're saying that father and mother is the only way, and then you walk away. You don't give us a chance to say anything. Now, just like those people gave you that 1 minute to speak, then I think you should give us that 1 minute. Go on. Go to the site. See for yourself. Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far, don't worry, baby.